Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. OBS decided that none of my audio devices were going to work today. So, can you believe that I was playing music that whole time, and OBS just decided, no, absolutely not. And furthermore, also I'm switching your microphone off for no reason. Anyways. We have some wraths to righteous. Hopefully, we'll finally get out of the shield maze one of these days. By one of these days, I mean right now, because we pretty much have only one room left.
This way.
You can trust me.
Alright.
I am helpful, am I not?
Time to go in here and get drenched.
Yet another obstacle.
I'll cut you wide open.
Thanks, Camilla.
Work, you silly spell.
Nobody can hit anything. Why? Watch this nat 20. Well, close, but...
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Guys, come on. Terrible showing.
Demand your blood.
Terrible showing. Actually, Terrible showing from everybody. 0 out of 10 would not be due again. Anyway. What am I doing? Stop that. There we go. Okie-doo. Here's hoping.
Hey ho, the dairy-o with his cheeks aflame and his trues down low. I can't get that tune out of my head. Damn tavern songs.
So far, not a good showing of roles from everybody, which is disquieting, considering we're about to go fight the boss. Alright.
Well,
This is the part of the game where we,
No reason to pause.
spam all of our buffs.
Clavis.
Because we are about to go die! A horrible and painful death. Get shrunk. Alright, we have shrunk everybody. We have enlarged everybody. What else is left? Besides just using every single potion we have at our disposal. Let's see here. It's Bark Skin. It's Blur. Blur might be useful.
I will help where I can.
Alright. When in doubt, save. Praise Iomade. Wrecked.
Here you are, huddled together like a herd of animals, pitiful monsters, not human or demon. Even tieflings are less effective than you. But I, your master, Sava Malak, can make you better, stronger. I can satisfy your hunger, starvelings of the dark.
No, we are descended from crusaders, dressing a demon will betray our memory.
Postula.
Well, who is the next descendant of the crusaders who values old legends more than their life?
Beasts, monster and human guise, reveal your true nature. This is the sweet, wholesome flesh of the righteous Asama. Eat, underground crusaders. Eat the flesh of the crusader from above. Find your true strength.
You rush at the demon, but the air grows thicker every step. You feel like you're watching from underwater as you see the mongrels fall to their knees, one after another, and crawl up to the Asma's body. You hear the fangs tearing through the flesh, and you hear the sloshing of blood. You hear the former mongrels snarl like animals, fighting over the tender, juicy bits of meat. Your companions writhe in agony. One clutches his head, another doubles over. You feel a saliva pool in your mouth. Metallic tang awakens hunger in you. The hunger turns to rage. This winged filth dare try to bind you to its will. It dare try to tempt you with the sweet sense of meat. Untainted by corruption, this wretch must die. Die! Still, the clarity remains with you. Somewhere deep down, beneath a veil of rage and anger, you sense a light trying to break through. By sheer force of will, you master the rage. Almost in response, Ruth suffocates you from within. Warmth and joy, a simple realization. You can win. You can save these people. Power of heaven bolsters and guides you. Its light breaks free, enveloping the Mongols, granting them the gift of blissful oblivion. Lowering your gaze, you see the scarlet stain on your chest. The wound has reopened. Instead of blood pouring forth, you only see radiant light. Well, there's the demon convulses in pain when the light reaches him.
What are you? Destroy this vermin!
Costello points at you. She's already wounded. Wonderwalk! Kill! Wonderwalk silently emerges from the shadow.
I am no longer your slave, Hasilla, but I will gladly kill anyone who pokes their nose where it doesn't belong.
I see blood! Blood!
Oh boy. First major boss of the game. AKA the first major robot.
Take you!
So, Hasil is a jerk
Work, you silly spell!
for a lot of reasons. Mostly because she has insane armor class and it gets very difficult to hit her after a while.
You are today's sacrifice!
You won't survive me.
Wonderwag, however, just goes down like a chump.
Why am I so weak?
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
May I see your entrails?
Also helps that in rolling on garbage.
Go for their hearts!
There we go.
Endure this.
No glory without risk!
Can't roll to save my life. Oh yeah, and if she hits somebody, there's a chance to apply a window effect. A window effect? No, I'm reading chat. Stop reading chat. A fear effect, which completely messes with everything. That's wonderful.
The light, take you!
Yo, I have so many windows to add. Order windows today!
Let the attack commence!
Whoops! Wrong button. Professional streamer, everybody.
I'll cut you wide open!
Good luck with your windows, Lyra.
Make every strike count.
Lan is not making every strike count.
The Inheritor, guide my
Ooh, I got the
blade!
crypto.
Die, die, die!
There we go. Almighty Savamlek, your faithful servant invokes you now. Demons, protect your mistress.
Let's shred them!
And now the Mook Squad is here.
The spirits demand your blood!
One lousy damage. Marvelous.
Slice! Behead!
This is the reason I didn't do the whatchamacallit, the Smite Evil before, because I only have one of them, and it disappears
Into the fray!
the moment she summons the closets.
Light, take you!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Thank you, Lan, for actually hitting.
You are today's sacrifice!
May I see your entrails, please?
You know, this is easy enough. We can turn on auto.
You won't survive me.
That way I don't actually have to see the god-awful attack roll for my party.
Well, are Are you going to finish me off? It's not exactly unexpected.
Give me a quick moment. I want to adjust the chat window real quick. There we go. Okay, thank you.
What else are we supposed to do with you? You're not just a traitor, you're a monster. The young ones believed you, and you lured them to a demon and watched them eat human flesh.
I was trying to make them strong. What have you done for them? What were you doing while I was looking for ways to bring strength to our tribe? You're useless, Lan.
I led by example. I trained. I tried to become stronger so I could go to the surface and maybe do something worthwhile with my stupidly short life. And I will do it. I might be the one to bring our whole tribe to the surface. But you? Why would you want any power that turns you into a monster? These young guys and girls, they trusted you. And they were turned into mindless animals, ready to eat corpses at a demon's command.
I went through the same ritual as them, and I didn't become an animal. I conquered my anger. The anger that has been building and building in every one of us for decades. Unlike you, I have no intention of just lying down and politely accepting death. I will rise above all this, while you'll still be stuck with your pride, chewing on rats.
Inspect the wound on your chest. Bleeding, deep wound in your chest is gone. I can remember it was there in the first place. The skin is totally smooth and unmarred.
It's gone. It was just there, and now it's gone. It's gotta be some kind of demonic trickery. You need to have a cleric look at that.
If she had been marked by the abyss, do you think some nobody priests will be able to help? No, the demons have branded this Uplander, and judging by the smell of the blood pouring from her chest, the demons will be able to find her wherever she goes. And they'll find you too, Lan.
So you've been serving Savamelech this whole time?
Better to serve a strong master than to eke out an existence in a dark hole with no hope. I am of the Neathers. Our lives are short, but we are hardier than humans. I realized a long time ago that I was capable of more than this life offered, and I follow whomever is the strongest.
I thought you were better than that. I thought you were proud of your heritage, but you're willing to crawl on your belly before anyone who's even a little bit stronger than you. You're not a mongrel. You're a cave slug. You have no understanding of the meaning of family or tribe.
Oh, so now you think you know everything about me. You're one of the best hunters in the tribe. It benefited me to ingratiate myself with you. So I acted in a way that pleased you.
Why didn't you try to stop us from going in the maze? You knew we might uncover your secret.
Savamelech is always in need of new servants. You'd make as good a servant as anyone else, and then... once you'd gone missing in the maze, not even the redoubtable Lan would have dared look for you.
But then why did you come with me to look for the sword?
So I could kill you quietly if you found it and stop you taking it to the village, you idiot. I would have told everyone that you got caught in a cave-in. But then the Uplanders showed up and I had to change my plans.
You said you went through the same ritual. Does that mean you ate human flesh too?
Yes. Hosilla found me in the caves. I was lost and hungry. And she offered me a choice. Die as a nobody, or live and gain the power to change everything. Savamelech tore off a piece of an Azimar priestess's thigh. A big, juicy piece. More meat than I'd ever received in the tribe. That was the first time I knew what it was like to be happy. To have a full belly. I swore to myself that it would always be that way. Then the madness and rage took over. I came very close to turning into an animal, no better than the weaklings you saw in the maze. But I am strong. I mastered myself. I brought myself under control. I fell so that I could rise again.
You should have chosen death. Dying's better than living like that.
You're saying I should have died that day, Lamb. But then who would have listened to your feeble jokes? Who would have showed you the best caves for hunting? Who would have made you a man?
I would have been fine without all that. And without you. Your death will make the world a slightly better place, Wenduog.
What did your service to Hasilla entail?
It was simple. I lured those I deemed worthy into the maze. To the rest, I told stories of the horrors of the maze, making them stay away. It all hung in the balance when the cave walls shuddered and many of the young ones decided that the time of their great exodus had come. I had no doubt that Hosilla would dispatch a dozen young neaters easily. But what would become of the maze if all the tribes poured in? So when Lan ran off looking for the angel's sword, I went after him. Not to help him, but to make sure that the sword never reached Neathholm. It's a pity that you got involved and stopped me from killing him. But then again, the evening gong has not yet been struck.
You sicken me.
Leave. I never want to see your face again, Wenduog.
Do you think I like looking at you, Uplander? I'll just wait till you're asleep, and then I'll slit your throat. No matter where you are.
She's gone. But next time, she won't get away. Damn it, Wendu. Why'd you have to go and... Anyway, there's no point crying over spilt milk. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll bring the chief and the rest. I need to clear my head.
Chief Sol appears flanked by mongrels. The journey has taken a toll. His breath is labored. Sweat drops from his blue face.
What's this?
And Eva gives a little whistle. Well, I'll be damned. Turns out old Harun wasn't as crazy as we all thought. There really were demons down here. I should have listened to him and sent a patrol down here. Damn it. Horgus's lip curls at distaste as he tries to keep his distance from the unconscious mongrels. I like that you misnested demons beneath Canabras. Yeah, right. Like it wasn't enough that I stepped out every damn child city. Everyone knows the stories about demons living beneath the streets of Canabras. Those are tales of those crusades themselves. I messed up, but you fixed my mistakes, so thanks. How's the leg? Better than yesterday, worse than the day before. I'm not gonna die. Don't worry. It's time to get out of here, I guess. Chief, I think I'm going to lead our visitor to the surface. And I'm going to keep going. Something interesting is happening out there in the world. Maybe it's my chance to do something more useful than skinning cave rats. Soul heaves out a sigh.
You were never one of us. You always looked up. You think I don't see these things? Our life is not for you. You must go. But where? Where's the way out?
Eats me. But these beasts got down here somehow. Lion searches Hostile's body and shows you some paper and a key. I don't know what these documents are, but I'm sure this key will come in handy. Anivia eyes quickly skims over the letter and she passes to you. Oh, cheeky sons of... This is an information on the cultists in the city, the meeting dispatch places, passwords, the secret hideouts. I think we should show this to who is ever in charge of Canabras right now. As soon as we get back to the surface, we'll find out what's what. Let's loot that body. So, how goes adding your windows? Order windows today!
While the survivors wander the dungeons, the battle on the surface rages on. The warriors of Canabras are trying to defend the Wardstone, but their strength is flagging. Their resistance is valiant, yet it will all be in vain if no one rises up to turn the tide.
Ah! My cat just jumped up on my keyboard.
Hello, Measy.
Guys, there's a kitty here in our midst. Hopefully she doesn't accidentally unplug any wires.
Hello, Measy. Hello, kitty. Hello, pretty kitty. Who's that kitty? Who's that little baby kitty? Who's the little baby kitty? Half-orc before you, wearing armor adorned with Iomede's golden swords. It's clearly Gus. She obviously hasn't gotten much sleep over the last few days. Relatable. The suit on her face and fresh blood on her sword. Her hazel eyes are hard focused, and her firm voice sounds accustomed to giving orders. She sizes you up, surprised, judging whether you were a friend or foe, and opens her mouth to ask you something, but freezes when she spots Anivia.
By the goddess, Nevi, I'd almost lost all hope.
Everything's fine, Beth. I'm here. I'm here. This here is a new friend. She rounded up those of us who survived the fall and led us up to the surface. Without her, we'd never have made it out.
Awesome lesbian couple. Evil and intimidating green person.
Let me introduce you to my wife, Arabeth Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch.
Damn. These bitches gay. Good for them.
Until the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Canabras. And you're just in time. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle. And thank you for getting Anevia out of there.
Where are we?
The Grey Garrison. Until recently, it served as barracks for the Crusaders, but it's now been taken over by cultists.
It's the target.
When the demons attacked the city, their main target was the Wardstone. I trust I don't have to explain to you what the Wardstone is and how important it is to the Crusaders. We must retake it at any cost, or the fall of Canabras will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest of the world. I see that you had a difficult journey to the surface. You need to rest. But there's a lot riding on this battle. I have no right to command you, but I'm asking you to help us.
Hey, I have important information about the location of a cultist den.
Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters. Right now, the most dangerous cultists are here. The ones occupying the Grey Garrison.
We met some mongrels who live beneath Canabras. This is Lamb. Say hi, Lamb.
Most people in Canabras think that the children of the First Crusaders are simply a legend. Other people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
Come on, living legend? A walking folktale, maybe? I just need to make sure I don't turn into a running joke.
What's the situation, Erebeth? What's the stitch? You know, what's going on? What's the word on the street?
The city's gone. Most of the defenders, including the Dragon Terendelev, fell in the first few hours. The civilians either fled or died in the chaos. The place is overrun with cultists and demons.
Don't talk like that. Canabras hasn't fallen. Not while it still has defenders like you and me.
Sweet words don't change the grim truth.
No, she's right. Thank you, Knight. Until we no longer have the strength to hold a weapon, until Iomedae abandons us, we will fight for Canabras.
What's this about a wardstone?
The Wardstones are a gift of Iomedae. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the Celestial armies. The Wardstones keep the world wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabras obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the abyss.
How did the wardstone end up in the Grey Garrison?
The demons have long laid siege to Canabras, but this time, their lord Dascari appeared in the flesh. He ripped the wardstone from the ground and hurled it halfway across the city to here. I thought the stone was destroyed, but it seems all is not lost, yet. Dascari has gone, but the wardstone is surrounded by a horde of those creatures. What are they going to do to it? Nothing good, that's for certain.
I just like the image of just like this guy just like picking up a giant glowing obelisk and it's just like, this bitch empty. Yeet. Should have tied a string to the wardstone. Could have saved the world by keeping it on a leash. True. True. Skari just picks up the wardstone, realizes it's just like this, like a tiny little bit of thread patching into the ground. It's just like, well, I guess the invasion of Canabras is over. All right, back it up, everybody. We're going home, back to the abyss.
But how did he do that? He's a demon. The wardstone should have burned his filthy hide.
It should have. But what happened, happened. We don't know why.
Let's not waste any time. To battle!
That's the spirit. You, take Anavia to the rear. The rest of you with me.
That stupid locust. I'm not prepared for this.
Lord Horgisk Worm, forgive me. I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere safe. To the extent that anywhere in Canabras can be said to be safe right now.
That's right. Fighting spirit is the one thing that we've got plenty of. Actual fighting power, that's not so great. Fighting know-how, even worse. But fighting spirit, at least we're rich in that.
Speak for yourself, Lan. I have a giant hammer.
For Iomedae! For the Queen! Kill the beast!
Well, so much for my giant hammer, it seems. As like I got too much junk. I should have sold all this stuff back when I was with Soul. Dang it! I'm a dingus. I'm a buffoon. Oh, put this on though.
Did we find trouble? Oh, baby.
Take up the scrolls, but I'm probably not gonna have much use for. Oh, who am I king? Let's grab everything we can. Let's grab everything that isn't tied down. Who cares if we're over encumbered? Money, ding it!
Trail me.
Always save before picking locks.
This one was beyond me. I hope you appreciate this.
Well, hey, if it works. Yoink. Hey, I know you. So you're one of these cultists?
How's it going, pal? Want to join? You're alive, all be dead soon, but we'll be alive.
I can't.
Come on, leave these losers. The Crusades are over. Some demons will rule the whole world.
Here goes nothing. All hail Baphomet, cowardly traitor! I swear on the sword of Iormide, you will answer for your betrayal.
Save the last one for me.
Alright, so basically the deal is the Crusader moves are over here are supposed to deal with these guys while we're supposed to deal with these guys. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. Or is it?
Go for their hearts! World in crimson!
Let's charge this guy. Get bonked!
Endure this.
This is going a lot easier than I remember doing it the first time.
No glory without risk.
I just had to open my big fat mouth and roll in that one, didn't I?
I'll cut you wide open!
Let the attack commence.
Yeah, heckin' McBonked!
Make every strike count.
Did that guy just seriously just stand there and do nothing? So much for the Crusaders of Canabras.
To the fray.
The spirits demand your blood!
Oh boy, there's even more of them. Just what I needed this day is more trouble. Good.
Die!
And missed. Because we can't hit shit.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
You know what I want to do? I can't get it. I can't get the wizard. Okay. Fine, we'll just bash the cultist then. Jeez.
You are today's sacrifice!
Missed.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
You won't survive me.
These attack rolls leave much to be desired.
Did I mess up again?
Okay, everyone.
May I see your entrails, please? Your pain is my pleasure.
Guys, don't worry. Camilla totally isn't evil. At all.
I crave for adventure.
Give it a slurp. Well, no going back that way.
What's this? Do we have guests? Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh,
I'm certain all the lesbians in my chat will be very normal about this lady.
what an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me? Admit it. You missed me terribly.
Minago. You again, you wench!
Minago, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabras. She must be back to finish what she started.
Hey, demon woman, what's wrong with your face?
How rude! You're one to talk, mortal, with a face that even a mother would loathe. Staunton, sweetie. You're not going to let your friends speak to me like that, are you?
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life is torn to the abyss. She's the reason my Dresden fell.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, how you begged to see me again, how you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell because of me. No, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
I'll kill you!
Most stable straight relationship. I'm joking, of course, but...
Did we step on their toes as well?
Let the attack commence!
Her performance is lacking. You are lacking. Is this a mock fight?
This way.
There we go. I can now pick stuff up. Hooray! With the permission of, I don't know. Jesus.
Ah, not this time.
Thanks.
Thanks! I don't know. That just make me hee-hoo. As soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air here is laden with the power coming from the stone. Suddenly, your head is filled with voices, screaming, whispering, cackling, threatening. The voices plead for help, shrieking curses and taunts. You blink, the illusion passes.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious ward stone. Well, what are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand, but wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
So, you want all of us to look like you?
Sounds terrifying. Except that's how we've been living for generations.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious ward stone, weakened from the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more and boom. Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves.
Well, that's awesome.
So you have a choice. Especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof. Pledge your loyalty to Baphomet. And when the world falls, its ruins shall be yours.
Gross. Forget it.
The heartbeat quickens. Go for their hearts!
I've endured this. This was unexpected.
That's it. I'm tired of playing around now. You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the ward stone? Here's a little demonstration.
The demon whispers a spell and waves of darkness seep through the chamber. Your companions wince in pain, but it's nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices once again burst from your mind, drowning out your moans, screams, sobs. Pain rocks through your skull. You'll pay for this! You will pay!
Powerless rage. I love it. Threaten me more.
Voices roar. The roar of voices blend into an unbearable wall of screaming. Your vision goes dark.
We are the light.
Oh! Or are we gonna... No. Nope, no round two. No round two, we just get wrecked.
Praise Iomade, you woke up. Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long I was starting to worry we'd lost you.
Did we win?
Sadly, no.
Oh.
We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
Found a cultist dispatch in the dungeon. They seem to be holed up in the Tower of Esterod.
Demons have been filling Canabras with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now. At least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero.
What's the situation in the city?
Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting.
Alright, what's the next plan?
You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Ward Stone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with a Ward Stone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomede's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
Can I help in some way?
First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Ward Stone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone. Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the Storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the Storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the Storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened. There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use. And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canabras, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Janna Aldori, a new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Janna had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Janna. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back.
Gotcha.
May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Canabras still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Anevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Right, so, everything's terrible, and things are bad.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Hey, wait, mind if I bend your ear about something? So, here's the first, and most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission, I get that. I know you're getting the job done. I saw you in action. But here's the rub. By sending you all on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight it off. Do you want me to stay here and guard the tavern? You what? No! Your task is far too important. You can't just hold up here all cozy like, waiting for the demons to knock on our door. We need to take the fight to them. If those freaks try to make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to you. If that happens, you leg it back here, alright? Because if you don't, you'll be coming back to an ash pile. Got it? When do you think the demons are gonna attack next? Guess it's as good as mine. It ain't not be here. They could attack the whole damn city. Those vermin, and I know they've lost the upper hand and are going to push back hard. So if things kick off here, you should know that after they attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you got any business needs to take care of, you better do it soon. Thanks for the warning. See ya. Wait, there's something else. So, the rift that damn beetle left with his scythe? Yeah. It cut the city in two and kind of made it difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in the market square. Not that anyone tried to make sure. But if you got a mind to go across, I think you're gonna have to do it eventually. You might want to give the square a once over. See ya! Later. Watch yourself out there. So, we could immediately start doing stuff, but I actually want to talk to Hiller really quick. Because, greetings! I am Hiller, venture captain for the Pathfinder Society. And, this is the respec character, and I want to respec because I ran into a bit of a problem. See, I originally designed this build to be build to be more in lines of whatchamacallit, more in lines of working with Earthbreakers? There we go. Earthbreakers. But plans have changed, unfortunately. So the problem is the fact that a lot of the best Earthbreakers are very RNG based, and you have to have a specific story path. And you also have to be very lucky and have to run a very specific build to even find one of the Earthbreakers. So we're going to be changing off of that. Sorry to all the peoples that really wanted that Earthbreakers, but instead, we are going to be going with a heavy flail. And let's see here. Going to power attack. Atheism, because let's be real, no god's gonna take this lady. Alright. Let's go back to where we were. Maximum green. There we go. It could be greener. This stream is powered by green. There we go. I like the lighter green. Just gives it a bit of variety. Let's go with that.
Follow if you dare. Quick, quick! Else we miss all the fun!
Alright. Swift. Not switch. Swift. There we go. And let's just I don't know. 9th day of the 9th month.
Let's shred them!
Okie do. Let's go 2 weapon fighting so we don't take any penalties. Now for our third thing. Now for our last feat. 2-handed weapon. 2 hands. That's not going to be very useful because we're going to be dual wielding. So let's see here. Where is the thing? It's got to be here somewhere. Corn. Okay, we're not going to be getting that for a while, so let's just get... If I could spell, can I spell, guys? Can I spell? I don't think I can. Let's get intimidating progress. You can add your strength modifier to persuasion skills made to intimidate. It's going to be very useful. Basically, we're going to be so good at intimidating. We're going to be the scariest person in the world. Spelling is for the weak. Yeah. Alright. So fear not. We are still going to be bonking. It's just that, we are going to be bonking with flails now. Logical physics. Also, I think I got the basics I need for D&D I'm running tomorrow already. Hey, congrats! Good luck! We all need it. Especially me. That was needlessly grim. Hello. You good, Mana? Alright. Priscilla? We want to at least get the mobility up to 3 for raisins. And let's see here. Gotta go weapon focus, longsword, and for our mercy, we'll go fatigued. So that way we don't need to nap as much. For land, gonna keep doing the same thing we've always been doing. Says deadly aim, that seems good to me. Unless there's like something else here that might be better. Nah. Let's see, which way did I pick? Yeah, I picked longbow. In retrospect, I probably should have picked shortbow. There's a lot of good short bows. Trying to sell all of our junk. Junk sold. How we could close to the neophyte. Dark Omen. Bag of holding small. We probably won't need the bag of holding, but you know, the more junk we can hold, the more money we got. So, also we don't need this potion of inflict white wounds because we don't have any undead. So it's not going to be very helpful. Camilla nods at you over painfully, toying with a snake-shaped bone amulet dangling from her pale neck. Noticing you glance, she flashes you with a cold, barely there smile. Greetings. It seems for a moment that she wants to say something else, but the pause grows too long, and she slips back into a cautious silence. Tell me about yourself. You want to know more about me than you already do? Why? Camellia arches a dainty eyebrow. I talk to spirits of this tormented land, and they guide me into battle. I'll help you fight demons, and I swear that you can rely on me in this matter. Isn't that sufficient? Where did you learn to lead a rapier so well? I had good teachers, although they don't get all the credit. I am a most diligent student. Amulet is quite unusual. Where did you get it? Ah, my little trinket. It's so nice of you to notice. But I assure you, this amulet is nothing but a bauble. Can a lady not be drawn to beautiful, useless things? You're so much more relaxed than during combat. Your battle cries are uninhibited. She blushes and slightly lowers her eyes. So, have you noticed? To be honest, I find it embarrassing. You see, being a shaman means having the spirits of battle as my ever-present companion. In the heat of combat, they become rather, vocal. Anyway, as much as I enjoy the delight of a conversation, the spirits are calling me, and I must respond. Please excuse me. Touchy subject. Hey, Staunton! There's stuff on the floor! Be the good lad and clean it up.
Yes, sir. Right away.
Sight of that treacherous dog turns my stomach. Why'd the queen spare his life? She should have strung him up as a warning to all cultists.
That she should have, sir.
Spiln!
This way.
The dwarf resembles an abandoned citadel, one whose high, crumbling walls are still holding fast, but whose empty, lightless windows make it clear the inside is dead.
Oh, it's you. Good work back there in the Grey Garrison. Name's Staunton Vane. If you heard the rumors about me,
His face looks like he's never known anything, a carefree smile grimaces.
just so you know, everything everyone says about me, it's true.
Me talk about an elf who calls himself the storyteller. You know where I can find him?
Storyteller? Strange old fellow, that one. He used to sit with me for hours, asking me all sorts of things. Never offered me judgment or comfort. He just listened. At first, I wanted him and his questions as far away from me as possible. But later I learned that talking to him eased my burdens a little. I hope he's still alive and well. He's completely blind, and feeble too. So if he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what that means. I knew know a place where he might be. Look for him in the Blackwing. It's a library. Here, I'll show you where it is on the map. I don't know what use the library be to a blind elf, but he loved the place. We sit there all day and night.
So, what is it that, people say about you, Staunton Vane? Are you like, know what I mean? Know what I mean? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge?
They say that I'm a traitor as bad as a real Lavorish. That I'm a disgrace even among the ranks of the condemned. Queen Gelfrey should have never spared me. That I belong in the gallows.
Whoa. Not what I was expecting. Why are they saying that?
You really don't know?
Staunton gives a long, morose look and sighs.
I'm the reason the Crusade forces are holed up in fortresses on the edge of the world wound, instead of bringing the fight to the demons. I used to have a foothold in the wound. Mighty, unassailable city of Dresden. I used to have it, until it fell. And all because of my stupidity. I gave the enemy our main citadel. I was tried. They wanted to execute me, rightfully so, but the Queen intervened. She said that I should live and fight in order to undo what I had done. So that's how I live, decade after decade, fighting in the condemned. As you can see, I fixed nothing, and I earned no one's forgiveness. Are you gonna spit on my face too? Hope it surprised me.
Right, given a chance to live, so live. Stop blaming others for what you made of your life.
Do you think you're the first person to come with me with sermons?
Well, city fell. Still though, well, city fell because of you? How's that possible?
What do you mean, how?
The knight glares at you beneath his furrowed brow.
If you didn't trust the word of the condemned, go ask somebody else. My little brother, Jorah. If you still don't believe me, what's it to me?
But if you're about to ask me to recount the story of my disgrace for 1,000th time,
don't.
You really don't have any friends, huh? I couldn't have survived this long if I wasn't completely alone. Jordan, my little brother, he keeps me going. He's never abandoned me. Everyone else shies away from me like they might catch what I've got. Even fighters in the Condemned console themselves by thinking, I've been stripped of my rank, but at least I'm not stunned. Commander Terrorbraid seems to be the only person in the whole army who remembers that I'm a soldier, not a drudge. She's no qualms about taking me about. She's had some men fling her in the past, or so I heard. And she tried to keep an open mind about people. And it's no surprise that she's the only one who holds on to a sense of reason in this farce. Wait, so you've been in the Condemned for how many years now? Surely you've paid the price at this point. That's not up for me to decide. It's in the Queen's hands. He falls silent for a moment. Then in a troubling voice, yeah, it's... The Condemned isn't the worst part. All these years I've prayed to Turag for forgiveness. Countless of times I would have gone to his priest. Countless of times I'd kneeled before his altar. If only the Father of Dwarvenkind would answer my prayers just once. Not to restore what I've lost, but just to tell me that I'm still one of his children. But it seems he doesn't give a damn about me. What can I expect from mere mortals when my own God doesn't think I've earned redemption? Forget about Torag, you're just rubbing salt in the wound. The gods don't care about us. They don't deserve our prayers, let alone suffering. I can't. Atheists can't understand how I feel about your God renounces you. This is one who's never loved to understand how I feel when a beloved betrays you. I've seen how the other soldiers treat you. What about it? It's not my problem. That's what they all say. I have to go. Well then, maybe we'll see each other again.
Wherever my legs carry me.
You for a chat? I've been waiting for you to come over and see the strange beast that you've taken into your party. I want to know more about you. Let me guess. The first question is, can you wear a hat with one horn? Am I right? So, can you? Sure I can. But certain designs don't fit me too well. Lan speaks in a deadly serious voice. Oh, I read that completely wrong. You speak common much better than the rest of your tribe. Funny enough, common isn't all that common underground. But your observation is correct. I used to live on the surface with my parents for a while. I had a chance to learn a couple of things. The language, and the fact that every peasant who sees my scaly mud screams, "Demon!" and runs away. I don't know if you're interested, but my mom wasn't from the underground tribe. She was a smuggler. The kind that used the dungeons of Canabras to secretly store and move goods. One time, two gangs couldn't agree on how to share prime cut and got to a fight, and the winner threw the loser down a hole, dead and living alike. My dad went to check on if the corpses had anything useful on them and found a girl from the surface, barely clinging to life. An incredible feeling sparked between them. Or maybe the girl liked men with scales and cat noses. That might be it. One way or another, you got her back on her feet. And the later even lived home in the caves. She left her smuggling behind and began an honest life together. Lyra over here is just like, wait, I need music. The problems. That's a delightful story about how Lan came into this world. Next chapter, however. Your family and I never stayed in one place for so long. We lived sometimes on the surface, sometimes on the ground. Couldn't find a place to call home. Living in the caves was hard on my mom. My dad's appearance raised too many questions in Mendev. They were at war with demons after all. In the end, their parents decided to stop making each other miserable and separated. My father and I returned to our tribe. I think the peasants screaming, "Demon!" had something to do with it. Maybe Dad just couldn't stand life without rat tail soup. I wouldn't rule out that possibility. Did you come with me so you could see the surface again? No. That wasn't it. I just didn't have much patience for the certain types of creatures. Demons, I mean. They want to destroy Cadabras. I'll be on the side of the people they're attacking. Lan, tell me the truth. I guess you're right. I shouldn't be so evasive. It's just that some things are hard to talk about. My family, for example. My birth. It'll take me. Turned out to be the great misfortune of my parents. All because I'm relatively healthy. The best thing that can come from a marriage between cave-dwelling mongrels and anyone from the surface. A healthy child with the right number of hands and feet. No parent defects, no missing organs, or other problems. They saw hope in me, so risked having more children. They thought it would somehow be alright. I could have had 4 brothers. The firstborn 2 years after me. Died 3 years later. He didn't have a nose. Nothing even remotely resembling one. He could only breathe through his mouth. Mom and Dad were afraid to take their eyes off him. Fear he'd choke and suffocate on something. At the end, it was his weak heart that killed him. And then there was another pregnancy and birth. I pretended I was sleeping, but I snuck out of my bedroom and listened under the door. All those hours. It's very strange. But I never heard the newborn scream, Mom moaning. Yes. The priest sprang, and I dared to open the door a little and looked inside. The priest stood there, very pale. One of them was holding something. A small object that fit in the palm. He asked, "Do you know what this is?" The other said, "I think it's a head." You know, you don't have to keep telling me this stuff if you don't wanna. Hell no! I said to tell you. I'll make it all the way to the end. Wanna know why I followed you to the surface? Well, here's the reason. It turns out all this time my mom was expecting triplets. Ah! Cat's walking on my keyboard. Most varmint. Anyway. Hopefully that didn't mess up anything. Can you all still hear me okay? Let me check OBS. Let me check ops. Yeah, everything seems to be okay so far. So my mom was expecting triplets. The first of the babies was born in pieces. 2 others didn't live long enough to draw the first breath. About 3 weeks later, my father took me to the caves. He didn't want to leave. I could see in his face. But I think my mom decided together. The curse my people would have carried since our first crusade stood between them. Not to mention 4 dead babies. And old age was rapidly taking toll of my father. After we returned to the cave, he only lived another 4 years. So if you're asking why I decided to go up to the surface and join the Crusaders, well, the answer is I've always wanted to. I was afraid to leave my tribe. It always haunted me that I'd die in a world where 4 Crusaders could have nothing to stop from the beasts of the abyss, and the number of victims kept growing. I had to change that. Or at least try to. And if changing things is too much to ask for, well, at least getting a little revenge. The ones behind the world wound owe me a great debt. The lives of 4 brothers, all my mother's tears, and my father's broken heart. It's a lot! It's so much that killing a couple of demons won't do it for me. I wanted to do something real. I'm ready to pay the price. Call it my personal crusade if you'd like. I used to think that things would be better if I'd never been born. Now I think that I was born for this. Sell the score. And, would you like to find your mother? No. I don't want to meet her. Not because I feel any resentment. It's just she's half-elf. She's barely got her first gray hair. I'll be a ramshackle old man. She's buried enough children. I need to make her witness the death of another one. You understand. Thanks for sharing, Lan. Thanks for listening. Mongols have short lifespans, but you don't look like you're getting older or dying. How old are you? I'm as old as I look. No surprise there. But remember Saul? He's 10 years older than me. I remember back when he was a fearless warrior. Day by day, I watched him turn into an old man. Him and my father. It happened very quickly. First, you miss a shot because you don't see the target as clear as you used to. You think it's because your eyes are tired. You tell yourself it'll get better tomorrow. And then you notice you're having trouble breathing and climbing is harder than before. Your fingers stop bending. You have to tie your sword to your hand. You can't even put your greaves with that health. When you're washing your face in a stream, sometimes you catch the sight of a gray hair, wrinkled old man you don't recognize. This goes on until one day, you come across the K-piece and you realize you can't outrun it. My dad kept diaries making all the signs. And I saw it too. Last year, I had to help him get out of bed, help him dress, remind him to eat. Sometimes he forgot my name. I told him that we should have stayed on the surface, and he joked and dodging a goddess was behavior worthy of a crusader. He meant Pharasma. Every morning I wake up and check how I feel. There's no signs yet. Even so, I don't have much time. I need to do something useful before I forget why I came here. Thanks for telling me everything. Sure thing.
Forwards. No, backwards.
Hey there! During the march to the dungeon, I never got a chance to escape proper greeting. High time I shake your hand. I can know more about you. Of course, I'll answer honestly. Tell me about yourself. I'm a little bit from Geb, a little bit from Catabash, but mostly I'm from the Knights of Iomade. I was kept at the beginning of my training at 14, but excuse me, I can't talk. Pull it together, Sela. I belong to the ranks more than I belong to any other place. You came to Maidlip by a wrong road, haven't you? A very long road. Traveler is expected to have amusing stories. Unfortunately, I have only 3 tales of interest. I'd like to save them for our next feast. Otherwise, I won't have anything to show myself when it's time to start bragging. And that just won't do, especially when I'll win the night with my cautionary tale about the chupacabras. Can't tempt me with a story about fighting chupacabras and not follow through. What are chupacabras, by the way? Incredibly repulsive magical beasts. Fast and dangerous again. Well, it looked like somebody fooled me to start the tale. I guess I now have to tell the whole story. Picture a small town in Quidra, and down in the dungeon, 2 murderers are waiting to be executed. The gallows are already built for them, ropes been brought, but sometimes life takes a surprising turn. Suddenly, a paladin of Iomade appears in the doorway and offers the murderers a deal. If they go where they're to fight the demons, they'll survive. If they survive, that is. There's a big difference between imminent death and probable death with a glimmer of hope, wouldn't you say? So, when we're traveling through the desert, me and my friend, Priestess Sarah and I, along with a little ratfolk fellow who asked for help, and 2 cutthroats. We get to the ratfolk village and see the bodies lying around, all drained dry. We figured we'd have to fight vampires. That's how the little ratfolk described the monsters who attacked the village. That's why we went in all brazen-like. The sun was high, and the vampires couldn't attack till dusk. But we never got the chance to look around. Black shadows, quick wind attacked us from all sides. Not vampires, but chupacabras. One of the lads we pulled from the gallows got killed right away. The second one ran from his life. That left me, the ratfolk, and Kara, that was the name of the priestess, and we all steeled ourselves for the fight of our life. And just when we thought the end had come, with the chupacabras surrounding me like a pack of dogs around a bear, our ratfolk friend wounded and down, and his teeth with the quickness of the bunch blasted monsters and clenched the side of the soldier. And then, right when all hope was lost, the other lad from the gallows suddenly came running back. He killed the beast attacking Kara, and I'm sure you know the turning point of the fight looks like. Well, this was it. A moment, we were lost, and a moment later, we had it back under control. The chupacabras dropped dead one by one. The little rat folk is reunited with his family, who were all hiding in the basement. Reese and I kept a close eye on that boy from the gallows who saved us. It's a shame he didn't survive the fight. The guys, may the gods keep his soul on a journey through the afterlife. It's a good story. Could have died in disgrace in the gallows, but instead decided to be a hero. And I fancy the stun earned him some points in his final judgment. Be smart to remember our journey doesn't end with death. Had not been for that mercy, Milos, that would have his name, would be hanging from a noose, and me, Kara, and the rat folk would all have been dead in the village. Someone told me this is the kind of deed done by an unkind person 100 times more precious. By the same token, an evil done by a noble soul is 100 times more horrifying. That's what I really wanted to say. The Chupacabra twist was just a good starting point. Alright, I'll ask you for more Chupacabra stories later. In the meantime, my jaw is getting sore. Jeez. Hey man, well, we're traveling clothes. A symbol of Aristotle is just as officially cutting a linen robe and the strips his bandages. Despite his visible exhaustion, he works with zeal, singing some tune about red braids and ripe sheaves of wheat under his breath. He raises his warm chestnut-colored eyes to you. Are you one of the Crusaders? Thanks for defending us for this towns lie off the battlefield. And Geronal, servant of Aristotle, pleased to meet you. What you doing? I only took my holy orders recently, so my gods only bestowed a little bit of his power on me yet. Sorry to say that the number of wounded fighters in this tavern is far beyond my power to heal. But there's a reason people say, have faith in the gods, but look to yourself first. I might not be able to fight the wounded, to help the wounded with magic, but I can at least cut up bandages. You from around here? No, I was just passing through Canabras. I was settling down with the old man of ours, the great Sullen River, to a village named Chili Creek. I just happened to be the land of the city with the eve of the festival, and I'm ashamed to say that I decided to stay for a day to enjoy myself. But I ended up staying in the city longer than I bargained for. Chili Creek? It's a small fishing village. It's not even marked on some maps, but people do live there. They don't have a priest, and no one to heal their wounds, and no one to offer prayers for a good church, no one to give the dead a dignified burial. The real wounds is stone's throw away, so I'll be setting sail for Chili Creek and serve my god and my people. Once we've held Canabras, I'll be going there. By the grace of the good gods, we all survived this. You should visit me sometime. You'll find the village at the bank of the river. I have to go. Eris will watch over you. A tall, fragile-looking elf stands in front of you, eyes closed, pale as a ghost, and his arm wrapped in blood-stained bandages. You spot other bandages on the body under his clothes. But even in such a visible state, he manages to keep calm. Raising his eyes to meet yours, he says faintly, I am Fawn Autumn Haze, at your service. His pale lips are reddened by blood, but you see no sign of pain in his gray eyes. Do you need help? After giving you a cold, intense look, he shakes his head. Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. The local healer tended to me. Besides, I come from... This is what streaming at 4 hours of sleep will do to you. Besides, I come from a resilient, hardy people. My body will endure both the wounds and the poison delivered from them. Who are you? My name is Fawn Autumn Haze. I come here from Kyleman, because I am a hunter, and all the minions of evil are my quarry. I won't say more than that, if you don't mind. We are strangers in different races and cultures. I'd rather not tell you more than is necessary. Come on, you could trust me. Look how green I am. You could trust a person this green. It would be impolite to refuse such a direct and friendly offer. There's a quarry here in Mendev. I was hunting a fugitive, a discard by the name of Kailasa. It pains me to admit that there are some heinous malefactors as such among my noble kind. I managed to catch up with her at Ganabras, and I would. Then demons appeared in the city, and the city was engulfed in flames. I was injured in the battle that ensued, and couldn't free her soul from its service from her dark masters. He expresses no anger or hatred. He speaks only in compassionate sorrow. You're not so great of a hunter, it seems. His expression seems indifferent, but his voice is cold and mainstream. Many underestimate the wisdom and experience that my people required of centuries. I do hope my opponents were mistaken. Can I help you with your hunt? I thank you, but this is my mission, and I am used to facing all manners of terrors on my own. I do appreciate your willingness to help. If you manage to meet Kalissa, take caution. She has turned many innocent souls to the path of evil, and darkness has rewarded her with many gifts. Her appearance alone should tell you that. It is warped. Eye-guide skin and malicious stare of her blood-red eyes, and bestial teeth. She's more monster than elf at this point. Her skin is dark and her hair is preternaturally white. Her red eyes can see perfectly in the dark, which, to my dismay, I've come to learn from experience. Her light causes her a kind of pain. I used up chemical powder that explodes a dazzling flash. She cries out as if I stabbed her. It scares the woman of faithful servant darkness. The marks on Curtis Masters of appearance say as much. Good fortune to you. I'm talking so much the tears are running down my eyes. How long have I been streaming? This is just the mana excessively narrate stream, isn't it? Stealing all this stuff.
Surrender thy soul, Dolphin. Iomade, protect us!
Ha! Got you again! How many times has that been today?
Take your jokes and shut up, tiefling.
Whoa, easy there, Chief. Don't hit me.
Hey, Chief! Ooh, hey, gorgeous. Come over here. I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
Quit bothering the decent people in here, Woljif, or I'll knock your teeth out!
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap.
Who are you?
Woljif. Woljif Jefto. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. Anything. But there's just one problem.
What do you want from me?
I'll lay it out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations? No problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
What a load of guff! If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day. You won't meet another gem like me in Canabras.
Why are you in chains?
Does it really matter? Don't get hung up on the past, Chief. Don't look to the future. Live in the here and now.
He was caught thieving.
What was that shadow thing you did? Can you do it again? It was cool.
Get me out of here and I'll tell you. And don't worry, it's not contagious.
Okay, well now I have to get you out of there, but how?
That's a cold, unfeeling heart you're carrying around there, Chief. I knew I could count on you. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on you.
I accidentally pressed multiple buttons. Now I've completely forked the dialogue. It's okay though. I'll just steal all the stuff in here, and then we'll get Woljif out. Commander, look what we got here. Are you two mad? Whatever possessed you to steal the gem golem from the Tower of Asteroid Museum? Explain yourself. We didn't steal nothing, Commander. We saw some looters dragging him down the street and captured. Now this is like that shiny fella belongs to Tracy. Oh, I don't like the idea of having this thing unscathed. Jordan, see to it no one lays much of a finger on this golem or pluck out the gem. Then it goes for you. If anything happens to this golem, it's on your head. At least I think that's what I said. The dialogue went too quickly. New face in the city. Good time to come to Navis. As you can see, we're in sore needs of warriors. Are you starting veins, brother? Yep. Where he goes, I go. That's always how I've done it, even before the war wound. I forge the armor, he goes into battle and breaks it, brings it back to me, and I repair it and make it better than ever before. Everything's changed since then, of course, but my parts stayed the same. Do you know everyone can have us beside? Well, not everyone, but I make it my business to know people who might need my services. A blacksmith work isn't just the anvil, you know. How is Staunton Vane to blame for the fall of Dresden? I've told this story many times already. Telling one more time won't kill me. Dresden was built after the First Crusade, back when it seemed like victory was ours of taking, and the demon invasion would soon be at an end. The population of old Socorros was thoroughly diminished, and many of them hoped to see their hard fighting repaid with a small plot of unclaimed land. Dresden was a fortress built on all their hopes, and Medev's ambition. You're not supposed to say that part out loud. But what a city it was! You can't even imagine. It's built by the finest engineers from the Fine King Mountains. Queen Galfrey spared no expense. Dresden was meant to be the capital of the Crusade movement, a monument to its glory and a beacon of hope for all of Golarion. Heroes were drawn to there to seek fame and glory. They came from all over. Taldor, Gondolin, Tianzai. I couldn't list them all. A relic known as the Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that had been carried into battle by Oyomide herself, back when she was still human. The banner protected the city and kept the demons from teleporting inside the walls. As long as the banner was in place, Dresden was invincible. Well, so we thought. But the world wound suddenly expanded. The demons launched a new onslaught and folks started saying it was time to declare the Second Crusade. Dresden was unassailable, until one young officer was tempted by a beautiful woman. She convinced him that the banner shouldn't be hanging in the city, that its rightful place was on the battlefield. She whispered honey words about the glory and valor and convinced him that he could be a hero as great as Iomade herself. And the poor fool believed her. He rounded up some of his hot-headed friends and carried the banner outside the city gates and, on an authorized foray. The demons slaughtered them within seconds. But for some reason, the courageous ringleader was spared. The whole army teleported to Dresden. It was a bloodbath. And you can guess, that officer was called Staunton Vane. And the woman turned out to be a demon. Not just any demon. It was Monago, that foul wretch. She'd given us a lot of grief in Canabras, too. Just don't ask me what I was doing while my brother was all having a tryst with the beast, and why I didn't save him. And from his own stupidity. The blacksmith gestures as if to ward off inevitable realization. Who could have guessed who could have guessed it would have ended like this? I failed my brother, that's the truth. I blame myself every day, looking at his plight. That's the story. You recognize this sword? Do I recognize it? Of course I do. I made it with my own hands. There's my brand, see? The dwarf carefully takes the sword in his hand, gazing at it like a doting father. Oh, Yanio, things have been tough without you. At least we got your sword. That's something. Jordan returns the sword to you. In battle, an ordinary sword gets blunted, they break, but sometimes a weapon can persevere. I don't know how to explain it. I'm no authority on such things. But sometimes, like an echo of the deeds done within the weapon. Or more like a reflection of the wielder's soul? I don't know. I will say one thing. Take care of the sword. Yaniel may no longer be with us, but the demons who will remember that they need to turn tail when they see radiance. Ugh, the scabbard's all worn. You can't have a fine sword like this be carried around in a tatty thing. I'll make you a new one, if you'd like. If the city stands strong and we both survive, come see me again. I'll have it ready. No charge. Show me your wares. Ooh. That's a nice hammer. Unfortunately, it will cost more money than I own, so... Although I could sell this Marching Terror. It's not like I'm gonna be, like, using it. Meh, I'm not. I already have a pair of hammers.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Anyway, let's get Woljif out of jail. Let's get Woljif out of the baby jail.
This way.
Any success? How's the city? Hey. Release Woljif from jail. Alright. Woljif's out of jail. Wow. You said that really shortly and succinctly. And I didn't even have to convince you that much. No, it's because the streamer who's doing this stuff is very tired from reading all the dialogue. Ah. Okay. Well, hopefully Woljif has more voice acting. Yes, I think he does.
Well, Chief, what do you got for me?
Nah, I talked to Erebeth. You're out. Come on, join my party and let's go cause trouble.
Ha! You must be a smooth talker. Come on, Delvin. Get these bracelets of yours off me. I'm going free.
You're sure to regret this. This tiefling will fleece you for everything you've got. Mark my words.
You're a bitter little man, Delvin. Petty and mean. You can't even be happy for me, can ya? I pity you. I'll leave you alone with your sad little soul. So long. And now, Chief, straight down to business. You see, I'm one of those guys that people around here call thieflings. We just call ourselves the family. After we knocked over that shop and I got stuck here in the Defender's Heart, a little bird told me that Big Sister Charisme wanted to see me. That she had some questions to ask me. You following?
Not really.
Now, she won't be asking me questions like, Woljif, how'd you manage to get out of this one? Or, Woljif, you're so thin, didn't they feed you? No, something serious has gone down, and I just know they want to try to pin something on me. I can feel it in my tail. So, I knew right away that I couldn't go alone. You turned up just in time, Chief. You don't need to do anything when we get there. Just stand behind me and look mean, and I'll handle the rest. Somehow. Let's go. I'll show you the way.
Okay. Now we have Woljif. Best boy. And also the worst boy. He is a garbage boy. But he is my garbage boy. Look at this garbage boy. Look at him. He is garbage. And he is also my boy. No shield? No shield spell? Trash. Okie doo. I just realized.
No, backwards.
Maybe I should check to see if he's got any cool armor I could wear. Better than the one I'm wearing anyway. Nope, nothing but banded mail. Nothing but more coal and diamonds. Hang on, what's this? Oop, I forgot to level up Camilla. See ya. Weapon focus rapier. Although, do we have fencing grace yet? Got Piranha Strike. Any fencing grace? Any fencing grace? A fence, my kingdom for a fence. I don't even have the kingdom yet. It will be soon, all be mine. It will all be mine. Yeah. Let's see here. Alright, I need weapon focus. There we go. Get that rapier. Bada bing. Bada booey. There we go. Alright. So, the Goon Squad has assembled. So what? Couple of interesting. So now that Woldriff's in the party, we now have our stuff identified. So now I can actually get some armor class. One of these days, I'll get actual plate mail, and then everyone's gonna be sorry. Everyone will learn not to mess with Zweth the Green and her plate mail and her pair of big knockers. I'm talking about the flail, chat. Be civil. Be civil, chat. There we go. Press to show the default equipment button, and I once again have revolvers. I can talk. I'm totally not functioning off of 4 hours of sleep right now. You're functioning off of 4 hours of sleep right now. Let's see here. Now we got more green. These green shades. Slick green shades. Don't you call me a dork. I'll call you a dork. We're both dorks. Hey, let's see here. Is there anything stupid I'm forgetting before we embark? No, that's only when I go to work. You're only a dork when you go to work? I can't believe that Lyra has to be a dork for her work. Professional Dorcas. Professional Borcas. Anyway. I think that's where we're gonna end it today, actually. Next time, we're actually gonna go into Canabras and actually get some action instead of reading a bunch of dialogue. I'm only running on 4 hours of sleep when I go to work. Oh, I see. I see. Lyra, I worry about you. I worry about you a lot. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for the people who showed up. For those who didn't show up, I'm sorry. I'll do better next time. I'm going to be streaming. I love the Baldur's Gate 3 end screen with the Anton Blast explosions on the Pathfinder stream. Yeah, I need to work on that, but anyway, one of these days I'll make a cool new end screen. All right, thank you all for showing up, and see you all next Thursday, hopefully, probably. Fingers crossed. Bye bye.